Good evening and welcome to Harmon Geist Stadium, home of the Hazleton area high school football team. Our Cougars will take on tonight the Cougars from Harrisburg. We're bringing you this game from our Hazleton area school district, Channel 99, courtesy of our teacher in broadcasting in the Hazleton area Career Center, Christopher Koslop. I'm so proud to be here this evening once again with my partner, Luzerne County Councilman Robert Schnee. Bob, you've been around this game your entire life. We coached together under Richie Matz with the Mountaineers. Cougars coming in 0-1, Harrisburg coming in 1-0. What are you looking for in tonight's matchup?
Harrisburg coming into this game in 6A's honorable mention in the top 10 of 6A schools coming out. As Coach Bookman stated in the paper earlier this week, we have to control the line of scrimmage to keep their offense off of the field. That didn't happen last week against Wyoming area, where Wyoming area ran the ball 48 times for 300 yards, passed one time for 4 yards. That's total control of the line of scrimmage. That cannot happen tonight. Where vice versa, last week we ran the ball 13 times for 58 yards, and with junior quarterback with his first start, Tyler Wolf completed 11 passes for 20 yards. 1 or 2 were dropped. I thought Tyler did a great job of running the offense. Sometimes he was under huge rushes. He took off with the ball. I think he's talented. Also, one of his backups, Gennaro, outstanding basketball player, point guard. He started as a 9th grader for Coach Barletta in basketball. But again, we cannot let them control the line of scrimmage like last week.
Couldn't agree more, Bob. You know the game well. There's no doubt Coach Bookman wants a different outcome tonight. It's not so much he's telling his players, okay, let's go out, score a lot of points, make sure we win the game. Right now he's looking for small steps. He's looking for some success. One of them, as you mentioned, is definitely some ball control. Last week, Wyoming area had the ball a long time. There were some definite bright spots. Connor Shamani being one of them. Connor caught several passes, led the team in receiving yards with 97 yards, 5 receptions. So there's some bright spots. I agree with you with our junior, Tyler Wolf. For his first game, looked outstanding. So let's go down to the field as our band now plays our alma mater and our national anthem. once again welcome to Harmon Guy Stadium where our Cougar Marching Band Director Joseph Stefanko. Outstanding job by our student body. What an exciting atmosphere. I'm Rocco Patron bringing you this game from Harmon Guy Stadium with our Cougars from Hazleton area versus the Cougars from Harrisburg. Once again, I'm with Bob Schnee. Our Cougars are coming out in the field, and I know, Bob, before the game, there's a lot of excitement within the stadium, a lot of excitement with our players. Hearts are beating fast. Coaches are exciting. Can you remember now, Bob, down in that field right before the game starts, before the toss of the coin? Nothing like on a Friday night under the lights.
No, I remember like it was yesterday.
Here come the Cougars!
Like you said, just being in the box. We were talking before the game, myself and you've been in there a lot longer than I have. We still have butterflies here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's game features the Cougars of Harrisburg.
We are excited for our Cougars
Cougars of his area high school.
Staff. And we're hoping some of our Cougars will fare better than we did last week. Again, Coach Burr is not coming out and saying, okay, we have to come out and win this game right from the start. He wants to look for some success stories. He wants to get his players on film. Hey, when you're playing a state-ranked team, and you can get your players on film versus some of these students getting scholarship, speaks volumes, Bob, for our players.
That's right. One key note here, Coach, tonight. We're going to be playing with outside linebacker Connor Kundrak, who had an outstanding sophomore season at outside linebacker. He'll be replaced tonight by Trayvon Corchado.
Damaris Walters, the running backs are number 4, Kyle Williams, and number 12, Ryan Evans.
Our starting lineup's being announced right now, and looking around the stadium, we see our student body. I want to remind everyone that bringing this game through Channel 99 is run by our students. For those of you watching the game, whether it's on Channel 99 or whether it's on YouTube, keep in mind it's our student body that is running every production. Christopher Kozlep's their teacher, and they are the production company, from technology to working the cameras to everything you see. Bob and I volunteering in the booth, and we're excited to be around our students, Bob, and it's just a great atmosphere. There's nothing like Friday night high school football. So we see Harrisburg coming onto the field. Cougars huddling up with our special teams coach, Coach Perhosky, and I tell you, it's time to get ready for kickoff. Folks, I hope you're as excited as we are. It's time for Friday night football.
Your left tackle is number 76, Dylan Sullivan. Left guard, 62, Kelly. Your left guard is number 75, Nicholas Rayback. Right tackle, number 71, Joey Valdez.
Once again, I see the coaching staff with our Cougars. Special teams coach Jeff Perkowski, teacher in Hisnary High School. When I was principal, he taught in the school, an excellent PE teacher. Coach Bookman has surrounded himself with excellent coaches, starting with Dennis Bookman Sr., Dan Deal, Jim Drumheller, Tom Major, Rick Painter, like I said, Jeff Perkowski, Scott Sacco, Matt Stark. When I see those names, some of them played for me, some of them coached alongside of me, some of them coached alongside you, Bob. It's exciting staff.
Even though Dan Deal is the defensive coordinator, Dan Deal was a 1,000-yard rusher at Hazleton High School. You remember that?
I do. He was a heck of a running back. And Cougars getting ready to receive the ball. We see our two players deep, Matthew Bookman, number 1, along with number 4, Matthew Casadas. Matthew Bookman, Matthew Casadas deep, waiting for Harrisburg's kickoff. It's an exciting time. And I know Dennis Bookman, Coach Bookman's very, very pleased to start the game with the ball. And when I spoke with him last night, I got to tell you, Bob, Dennis and I speak every Thursday. Like I said, Dennis did play for me. We have a great relationship. He's looking to get the ball in his playmaker's hands, as you can imagine.
And one of these deep guys, they have tremendous talent. either Bookman or Casadas is going to bring it to the house, and hopefully on this play, he brings it, one of them bring it to the house.
There's no doubt the kickoff return team can certainly start us off with good field position, and that's what you look for with special teams, and I'm sure Coach Bukowski is telling them exactly that. So here we go, folks. Ball is up in the air. Line drive kick, and that's a nice kick. That's going to go into the end zone, which means they're going to bring the ball out. No chance for a return. Here come our Cougar offense. And while we're waiting for the Cougars to come out, we have to talk a little bit about that offensive line. I have to tell you, between Solomon and Brew, Kelly, Ray Patch, and Valdez, I thought they really held their own last week. They were in a tough battle against a very veteran Wyoming area team. I'm looking for a lot of improvement from them tonight. I have to tell you, number 54, Raymond Brew, was all over the field. Cougars out in the field. They're in a pistol formation, 2 backs, 2 receivers to the right side. Ball snapped, and the ball is given off to Matthew Bookman. He's going to get very little gain. You can see Harrisburg running an even front. 1 man deep. He looks like a good athlete. Good athletes on the field for Harrisburg. And they're going to be keying, no doubt, on Matthew Bookman. Coach Snee, you know that. They know what he's worth. They know what kind of an athlete he is, and they're going to be looking for him to carry the ball.
I think we have a player down already cramping.
Oh, yeah, we have a Harrisburg player down. You don't want to see players go down. We have to hope the best for him. Training staff is out there. And while they are, you see the Cougars are lined up again, or huddled up, rather, with their coaches. And right now, Bob, there's no question. Coach Brookman's talking about, look, this is what we worked on all week. Stick with our game plan. We know it's there. Let's go out and let's execute. Every good coach is going to put their team in position to be successful. They need their players to execute. No doubt, that's what our Cougars need to do tonight.
Coach, last week, you remember when the score was 14-0, there was an outstanding throw and catch by Shimani that brought the ball down to the 2-yard line, and we fumbled. You bring the ball in there, the score is 14-7. So it was a big psychological change there, where from 14-0, and then they scored, it was 21-0 instead of being 14-7.
Exactly right. Second down, we had trips to the right-hand side. Harrisburg's running a 4-man front with 1 free safety. Hand the ball off to Bookman for a very short game. Now we're looking at 3rd and long. And the one thing Coach Bookman wants to stay away from, no question, is 3rd and long. He wants to establish that line of scrimmage early. He wants to have success early. Maybe he's going to run some option looks and some choice routes, some jet sweeps. We're in the trips right now. 1 back, offset to the left, single receiver side. Harrisburg sitting in 4-man front, 1 free safety. Ball is snapped. Tyler's out. Tyler drops back to throw the ball, gets hit from his blind side. So there's no doubt a weak side blitz. Loses the ball, but the Cougars get it right back. And I believe the punt team will come out here on 4th and long.
Last week, a very bright spot for us, Luke Russo, who probably averaged over 53 yards a punt. He's definitely somebody that changes the field right here, and hopefully Luke gives one of them booming punts right now.
Yeah, I certainly agree with you. He is a heck of a weapon to have. A punter, sets field position, can flip the field. Deep right now looks like Kyle Williams for Harrisburg. And let's see what Luke could do. He's taking his time. I like the style. Call this style. Kicks it deep down to the 40. Nice return up to the Cougar 45-yard line, and we're going to get our first look at a very highly ranked Pennsylvania 6'8" team. Harrisburg was coming out with a freshman quarterback, Sean Lee. That's what we're expecting to start this game, and our Cougars will come out with their defense. Coach Dan Deal sings it in, and Bob, I think first down. If you can remember last week, Wyoming was scored on the very first play. Let's see how Cougars handle a 1st and 10 from their own 45-yard line.
That was a 45-yard punt by Luke Russo.
Luke Russo, an excellent student, excellent athlete, and boy, he can punt the ball. He'll do all the kicking tonight for the Cougars, not just punt. So we're looking at a freshman quarterback. We got a 2-back set, 1 back up, shotgun, 1 back deep, two receiver side. Ball handed off to number 4, who gets a good 6 yards. And again, he's a good athlete. Kyle Williams once again gets the ball, and making the tackle is a young man by the name of Kayvon Minor. And I'll tell you what, the coaches are excited about him. We have Samantha Neiman in the booth helping us spot the ball. Nice job, Samantha. 2nd down, 4 to go for Harrisburg, which in their shotgun set. We got flags, Bob. Improvement from last week. Didn't give up a touchdown in the first play. I know Coach Bookman's excited. He's excited about being here tonight. He's excited about running our Cougar program.
Legal procedure penalty, move the ball back to the 44-yard line where it will be 2nd and 9 for Harrisburg.
Shotgun formation, 2-back set. And they're going to do some check with me's, which means you'll see the whole offense look to the sideline for a signal. You'll have a couple coaches signal them. Some will give dummy signals, some will give the actual signal. That'll give you the play, the count, the formation, and what the Cougars are looking at on defense. And you can see right now Harrisburg, who had one play, then a penalty, and now needs to call timeout because obviously they didn't like the defense the Cougars were showing. Maybe Coach Bookman had a little wrinkle there, Bob, that kind of confused the coaching staff of Harrisburg. I'm not sure what happened, but when you have a check with me and you called timeout, defense did their job.
Yeah, he must have called something that Harrisburg didn't see in the film, because this early in the game, you're not going to use a timeout like that.
Exactly right, especially after coming up to the line of scrimmage, surveying the defense, doing the check with me. You can see the offense looks over to the sideline. So they'll make their adjustment. 2nd down and 9. Cougars playing tough defense to start this game. And I know Coach Bookman, that's exactly what he wants to do. I see Coach Steele signaling the plays. Harrisburg back in their shotgun. 2 receivers. 3 receivers actually to the right. Shotgun, he'll roll to the receiver side. Short field. Gets the ball out to his back. Nice play, 1st down. So just a quick read by Sean Lee as he scrambles out to his right. And the stop is made by number 10, Ryan Matthews.
Tackle is made by Ryan.
Coach, on that play, we cannot, again, lose contain. We lost contain at the edge where he had either the choice of running or passing. He passed the ball. He could actually probably ran for 10 yards also.
Yeah, good point. Good point. Ball goes back into the hands of the running back. Kyle Williams gets closer to 1st down. Trey Corchado makes the tackle. Enough for a 1st down for Harrisburg. And Bob, they're going with a quick offensive set. No huddle. Shotgun. Offset to the right. And again, he hands the ball off. And a nice ball. This gets a great athlete. A nice move. He gets the ball close to another 1st down. You have to like the looks of Kyle Williams right now. And this quick offense right now has the Cougars on their heels. Number 11 coming into the game, Christian Price. Quick pass out and a nice coverage by Matthew Casadas. So the catch was made for very short gain. Looked like Justin Cook caught the ball from quarterback freshman Sean Lee. And we're looking at 2nd down and 10. Cougars running their goal line defense, 2-back set for Harrisburg. Gunn gives the ball to a running back who tries to go off tackle, and he's not getting anything. Great job by a swarm of defensive players. Raymond Abreu was among the leaders. Great job, Cougars, and we're looking at 3rd down. That'll fire us up.
That's what we want to see, Coach, out of the defense. Great job swarming. Everybody got to get in on the tackle.
Great call, 3rd down. 3rd down. Harrisburg get back in shotgun. 2-back set. Offset. Fakes the ball, rolls, and a choice pattern. Short stop Wasn't going to get the touchdown. Incomplete pass. 4th down. And that's a win for the Cougars. That's what we talked about. Little success as the game goes on. Look for small successes. Don't come out and try to do everything at one time. And that's exactly what we did.
This is one of the bigger plays of the game, Coach. Even though it's early in the game, we got to stop them right here.
Yes, Harrisburg not setting up for a field goal, staying with their offense. No huddle, check with me, 4th down. Lee rolls to his right, gets the ball off, short pass. They're going to make the tackle.
Good job.
Matthew Bookman with a big stop. No touchdown, no first down, and the Cougars will take control of the football deep into their territory, and that's exactly what Coach Bookman talked about. Small success stories. A huge improvement in 1 week speaks volumes. Well, I have to tell you, I guess I made a mistake because I'm reading the scoreboard that was 4th down, and now they're saying it's 4th down again. So I'm a little confused right now. I think the coaches are confused. It's 4th down. My mistake, folks. I apologize. Sean Lee back, scrambling, throws the ball. And it looks like it's a touchdown. I cannot see who caught the ball.
To Demiris Water.
It looks like a touchdown for Harrisburg. And I do apologize because I was reading the scoreboard as 4th down, but I was 1 play behind, and Harrisburg did score.
Coach, I think the referee there missed a blatant hold on the guy that was rushing the quarterback. He was tackled before he got there. I mean, you can't miss calls like that.
So Harrisburg will set up for the point after. They're up 6-0. Kick is up, and officials' hands go up, and it's Harrisburg 7, Cougars 0. And you can see our officials tonight. The referee in the white hat is Earl Harris. Earl has been around a long time. He was back there when I was coaching back in the 2000s, along with Frank Olecki, Bob Jones, John Basic, Kevin Harry, and Patrick Roman. And I have to tell you, it took some time for Harrisburg to drive that field. Cougars did show some bright spots. We did think we got excited up here, Bob. We thought they stopped them,
Yep.
and Cougars are getting the ball back, but they were 1 play off of the scoreboard. So I'm assuming there was a first down in there, and we thought it was 2nd down, and it turns out that Harrisburg just get the 7 points. But again, Coach Bookman's going to constantly tell his team, small success stories, small success. Make it tough for them to score. Make it tough for them to get yardage on each down. Cougars will set up for a return as Harrisburg's getting ready to kick the ball off. And again, deep will be our 2 Matthews, Matthew Bookman and Matthew Casadas. And we didn't get a first down the first time we had the ball, Bob. What are you looking for this time with the Cougars as they get ready to receive this kickoff?
Hopefully you get a good return here by, again, one of these 2 speedsters here, and then start there and try to control the ball for a couple minutes.
Ball's going into All-State receiver Matthew Casadas, who breaks to his bench, breaks a tackle past the 30-yard line. Nice pursuit angles by Harrisburg's kickoff team, but a nice return. And Bob Schneid called it. Cougars want to have good field position, and not bad as they get across the 35-yard line. Earl Harris spots the ball, and the Cougars huddling up on the sideline as Coach Bookman talks about play number 1 on their second drive here in the first quarter, 6 minutes, 30 seconds to go.
And if you remember last week, Coach, our first 2 or 3 series started inside the 20. So out here on the 35 is a big plus, and that's where you want to start your offense.
No question. Ty Wolf hands the ball off to Matthew Bookman, who's looking for perimeter. Harrisburg running their 4-man front, quick to the ball. Perimeter's going to be tough to establish on either side, and looks like we're going to get a loss for about 2 yards. Matthew Bookman, outstanding running back, Bob. There's no doubt Coach Bookman wants to get the ball in his hands.
Right. Bookman last week only touched the ball six times for 29 yards. Second
2nd and 11, Connor Schmatty, single receiver side. One back set, in shotgun, trips to the short side. Tyler Wolf's rolling to the far side of the field, throws the ball across the middle in a dig pattern, and it looks like the ball's touched the ground, incomplete, looking at third down. Heck of an effort by number 2, Mitchell Maston. Third down, 11 to go. Cougars trying to establish something here. I'm going to tell you, Bob, I know as a former head coach, even if you don't get a first down here, you want to get some positive yardage. Maybe we could look for a draw play, a screen play, maybe a jet sweep, anything to get some positive yardage, hang our hat on and get back on defense with something positive happening. And that's what they're looking for right now. We have Connor Schmanny, single receiver set, shotgun, and again, there's the screen pass. He did set up the screen.
Screen pass intended.
Harrisburg read it well, and he had to get rid of the ball quickly. Tyler Wolf did everything he could to get the ball out to his playmaker and Matthew Bookman, looking at 4th and 11.
And that'll bring Luke Russo in, and he's been nothing but a weapon in the kicking game for us.
No doubt about that. And you could see Cougars setting up some of their athletes, like a Trey Corgiato, who's one of the hitmen on this side. And Luke Russo last time did the roll, and that's exactly what he's going to do again. Take his time, punt the ball. Little shorter punt this time, Coach, and it's going to go out of bounds. We'll see where the official's going to spot it. Pressure on Kevin Henry to make the spot right now. Coach Drummond marks exactly where it should be.
Goes out of bounds.
And it looks like somewhere around the 43-yard line.
First and 10,
Harrisburg will come out for their second possession, already up 7-0.
I think Luke held on to the ball a little bit there. Had a chance to get rid of it earlier, but that was a 27-yard punt. That's probably as low as probably is going to be of the year, but
was very unlikely that he'll keep kicking the ball like that because he is such a weapon, and you talk about him all the time.
Right. An outstanding baseball player, and that team, you're not going to see a baseball team like that, not to change sports here, you're not going to see another team like that 30 or 40 years.
Harrisburg two-man set, hands the ball off. Very short yardage. Cougars swarming the ball as Kyle Williams gets very little. And it looks to me like the Cougars playing tougher defense. Again, number 10, Ryan Magnuson on it. He's a fiery kid. He is not afraid to stick his nose in anywhere. Stands at about 5'11", 195, and it's not easy to play inside linebacker.
Like you said, Coach, Danny Deal's defense is hungry tonight. They're swarming on numerous tackles. It's not being by one person.
Again, Ryan Magnuson makes the stop, and it looks like it's going to be close. Looks like Frank Kalicki is signaling first down. Big Ryan Epps, standing at 6'1", 230 pounds, makes the catch. 3rd and short. We got a timeout. Officials timeout. Yeah, officials are signaling first down to change it and move. And I think that's kind of what happened in that first possession, because it mixed this up on the scoreboard. But right now, we see the play clock starting. It's a 1st and 10. Harrisburg now changing formations because of the successful first down. Shotgun, 2 receivers each side, motion by the back, and it's a quarterback draw. Great speed. Gets the ball about 6-7 yards. Coach C's getting all excited up here to do a flag down. And we'll see if it's coming back. Holding versus Harrisburg, and we'll move the ball back. And Coach Nee called it up here in the booth.
I think referee Harris did a good job there. He missed that first one on the touchdown, but we'll give him a pass, a mulligan if they're playing golf.
Earl Harris has been a long time. He's a gentleman, a friend of mine, and just a good guy. Cares about students. Shotgun for Harrisburg. Gives the ball, and it's going to be a large gain, maybe about 7 yards.
That's Williams once again on the carry.
And I have to tell you, Kyle Williams did a nice job carrying the football. 2nd down. maybe 13.
Coach, what I like seeing tonight on the defense, again, the swarming that's going on.
Yes.
You're not, one individual's not making a tackle. You're seeing 2 and 3 people making tackles. Danny Deal has his defense ready to play tonight.
2nd and 13 from the shotgun, off tackle. We're looking at a 4th and 10 or 3rd and 10. And once again, Coach, you called it. That's a host of Cougars making the tackle. And again, it looks like number 10 is in there, Ryan Matthews. But there's a lot of people I'm seeing. A lot of numbers getting up. And Maximo Takano looks like one of them, along with Christopher Sachs. Nice job by the Cougars. 3rd and long. Harrisburg looks to the sideline. Short huddle with just their skilled players. Trips to the left side. Off back to the trip side. Shotgun. Rolls to the right side, which is a trip side. Squares his shoulders. Completes the pass. But I got to tell you, you're hearing that number 10 a lot tonight. And Ryan Matthews makes the play after a completion to Hopkins. And we're looking at a 4th down for Harrisburg. This is a highly ranked state team, Coach, and I got to tell you, Cougars looking good on defense.
Also, they're playing some other players on defense. Jim Beltray had extreme pressure on the quarterback to make sure that he got rid of it. That's number 9.
And I know the coaches talk about Beltray a lot. They're high on him. 4th down, Harrisburg setting an offensive set. Snap over their heads. Ball's back at the 30. Let's see if he gets the punt off. Nice athletic jump. Does punt the ball. Takes a Harrisburg roll. And the Cougars almost had something happen for them that would have turned this entire game around with field position. You have to give Harrisburg credit getting the ball to snap off, or I'm sorry, the punt off after the snap over his head. But the Cougars taking the ball over somewhere around the 21-yard line. And there's no doubt this coaching staff, Coach Jim Drummer among them, trying to get the offense going. I see Coach Bookman in the huddle. He's firing up his team.
Again, a tribute to the defense. They got pushed around last week. They're not getting pushed around tonight.
No, they're making a statement tonight.
Yep.
Offense is going to try to get something going. Look at shotgun. Actually, we're in a pistol now. 2 backs. Ball in Wolf's hands, gives the ball off. Bookman trying to look for some room. Nothing off tackle, breaks to the outside, and again, just nothing there. Harrisburg very athletic, swarming to the ball, much in the same way the Cougars did in the last possession, 2nd down and 10. Harrisburg in their 4-man front. A lot of athletes on that field, swarming to the ball. I got to tell you, looking over their lineup, Bob, a lot of kids playing one way.
Yeah, it looks like they came on one bus.
Yeah, not a lot of kids in the team. 34 kids dressed. Pistol formation for the Cougars. Wolf takes the snap, looking for some room, and just no time to throw the ball. Harrisburg's all over the field defensively. And again, they're going to sack the quarterback. And that's the one thing our offensive line coaches, Coach Sacco, Coach Starrick, Coach Major, they'll work on that, trying to protect Tyler Wolf a little bit better. 3rd and 13. And again, it wouldn't surprise me if we're looking at a draw, short pass, choice route, maybe a sweep. Trying to establish something because perimeter seems to be tough to get outside on this team. Trips to the Cougar bench. Shotgun. Offset with the back to the trip side. Tyler Wolf looking down the middle of the field. Matthew Bookman makes the catch. It's a foot race. He's going to go into the end zone. A beautiful pass by Tyler Wolf. The running back, Matt Bookman, sets up that receiver inside, but there's yellow cloth on the field, Coach, and I'm not sure what the call is.
I think they're saying that Wolf was over the line of scrimmage when he passed the ball.
Let's see what Earl's call is. Sorry, Bob. And you're 100% correct. They're calling an illegal pass, but I got to tell you, as far as I'm concerned, that's a positive for our Cougars. who against a very, very fast Harrisburg team. Matthew Bookman is showing on film he can play with anybody in the state of Pennsylvania. Great call. Just unfortunate, Tyler, that crossed the line of scrimmage. And unfortunately, that's a loss of down as well.
As you said, even though the play is being called back, these small victories that an inexperienced team that we're putting on the field, these small victories are going to add up at mid-season where they're going to pay dividends.
Well, and I'll tell you what, another point that Bob is making is the fact that we're not going to see this kind of speed every week. And if you can run with a team like Harrisburg Cougars, you're going to run with anybody within our district too. Ball is snapped to Luke. Russo is a line drive punt. Ball was picked up by Harrisburg. Great speed. Down the Cougars side, inside the 20-yard line, inside the 5. And it finally pushed out of bounds. But line drive punts can be very dangerous. So Justin Cook takes the ball on a line drive, forced out of bounds by Luke Russo, the punter. And Bob Luke's an excellent punter, but line drives to athletes like Justin Cook, that could spell trouble. And you can see coaches will point out little things in the game that turn a game around. So you have a touchdown call back and a punt return against you. All of a sudden, the whole field is flipped and it's first and goal. Wide receiver up top. 2 receivers at each side. Harrisburg Cougars checking with their sideline. Motion, jet sweep to number 5, who's going to get to the perimeter, get to the flag, and a touchdown for Justin Cook, number 5 of Harrisburg. And again, how quickly a team like Harrisburg can turn things around, Bob. You blink your eyes, instead of 7-7, it's 13-0.
It's those small items on special teams, even though it was a line drive. I mean, people had angles there. You got to make the tackle on special teams. That happened last week also, early in the game when they scored. We got to make tackles there. I mean, the defense is swarming tonight. Special teams, we got to get it together there, and we're going to get it together. There's too good of coaching going on.
Good coaches, good players, great kids, great students. Ball's kicked up and looks like it's wide right. The score will remain with very little time, a little more than 31 seconds in the first quarter. It's the Cougars of Harrisburg 13 and our Cougars from the Hazleton Area High School 0. Cougars getting set to receive the kickoff after being down 13-0. And I know they want to get something going here, Bob. Coach Bookman, you can do everything he can to find something that's going to work. And what he did in the last position was he moved his running back, Matthew Bookman, to receiver. And that certainly worked as he just ran a stream right down the middle of the field from the inside receiver position. What a great play. Unfortunate it came back. Ball's up in the air, going right back to number 1. Matt Bookman, good blocking up front, and a nice tackle by Harrisburg. Matthew Bookman gets to about the 26-yard line, where the Cougars will take another possession and hopefully look for some success on this possession. Cougars huddling up on the sideline, when I talked with Dennis Bookman, he said he wanted to have number one touch the ball a lot more times this week. He may have touched the ball more times in quarter one than he did most of the game last week. So Coach Bookman doing an outstanding job as a coach, making game time adjustments, making adjustments as a coach during the week. He said after that loss, we had a great week of practice. That speaks a volume for the team and for the staff. Pistol formation for the Cougars. Ball goes to number one, Matt Bookman, who gets some success running to the right. As quarter number one is winding down, we'll be looking at about second down and possibly 7. And I'm sure the Cougar staff will now let the clock run down as the Cougars are down 13-0 at the end of one quarter.
At this time, if you purchase tickets from the quarterback club, please figure out and announce the winning number. First of all, for the 50-50.
Well, Bob, the end of a quarter, the end of a half, this is when coaches get together, start talking, making some adjustments. We'll see if... So I'll tell you one thing he's done is he's staying with his game plan, that's for sure. And his game plan coming in was to get the ball to number one, and he's doing it.
Yep. I could see why Coach Bookman's trying to run to the perimeter a little bit. Venable and Black for Harrisburg, 6'4", 308, 6'1", 270.
Big boys.
Yeah, big boy.
Cougars breaking their huddle from our sideline, come out in the field on a second down and 6. Matthew Casadas is going to stay single receiver side to the Cougar bench. Cougars going in to a, looks like even a 3-back set to me now. And that's exactly what it is. Ball goes to Tyler, getting some extra blockers for Matt Bookman. You can see the adjustment Coach Bookman's making there. Coach is going to a more of a power set with 2 backs leading up the blocking. But again, Harrisburg was there. We're looking at third and about 6.
Looked like Coach Curry of yesteryear when he used to run the victory there, and there was no surprises there. You knew where he was running. He just challenged you to stop the play.
That's exactly right. It's exactly what he called it. He would call it victory and double victory. Good memory, Coach. Third down. Trips to the Cougar bench. Shotgun offset to the Cougar bench as well. Tyler gets the ball in his hands, scrambles outside, reaches success in the perimeter, puts the ball up in the air. A good effort by Christian Price. Ball falls incomplete. Tyler Wolf rolling to his left and throwing the ball with his right. That's not easy to do. Great job, young man. He's improving with every play. 4th and 6. And here comes our boy, Luke Russo, Coach Snee. Kayvon Meyer, Kevin Guzman coming into the game. Luke Russo getting ready to punt. Ball's on the 30-yard line. A tough snap. Great hands. Luke's going to get the ball off. And what an effort to get the ball off at all after a tough snap over his head. And again, that's kind of things that make your heart beat just a little bit faster as a coach because you don't want to see any mistakes when you're playing a team of this caliber. So the Cougars again are going to have their back against the wall as Harrisburg's already in Hazleton area territory. First and 10 from the 25-yard line. Bob, you work on those snaps 1,000 times during the week. It's just tough sometimes when you have a bad snap like that.
But these are the kind of things that cannot happen when you're playing against a quality team like Harrisburg. These little things cannot happen, and they got to be cleaned up.
Two-back set in shotgun. Ball goes this time to number 7, Mekhi Hopkins. And he's going to get some yardage, possibly 4 or 5 yards. Second down.
Again, good swarming tackle by the Hazleton defense there.
Second down. 7 yards to go. And Coach Snee knows that anytime you're swarming on defense, you're going to reach success because you don't want to be one-on-one, especially when you're going against the caliber of athletes we're seeing here this evening. Two-back set for Harrisburg. 2nd and 6, shotgun. Ball goes to Lee's hands, gets the ball to Williams, who's trying to get some success. Again, you're seeing 4 or 5 people around the ball. Cougars among Kayvon Minor with the stop and Raymond Abreu. And we're looking at a 3rd down. And, Coach, that's exactly what you're talking about.
Great defense.
It's exactly what you're talking about when you're looking for success. And I love your fire, Coach. And I'll tell you, if everybody had that fire, we're going to be successful. 3rd down and 7. Harrisburg looking to their bench, surveying the Cougar defense, which is an even defense, 1 free safety, and we have some very good athletes in a defensive backfield. We have a Sean Lee, rolls to his left, throws the ball with success, complete, but I think he's going to be short of that 1st down marker.
Looks like 4th and 1. This is what it's about, defense. This is what it's about.
Now it's about pad level.
Yep.
Low man's going to win. 4th down and 1, and it's a long one. It's only not a short one. I believe Mitchell Manson was in that last play. Ball goes to the second back through. Lead blocker. That's going to be close.
I think they just got it, Coach, but great job.
Well,
great job by the defense.
I agree. I thought we were going to get a measurement, but I guess you're going to go by the naked eye and say he made it. That was close. Two-back set. Shotgun Lee keeps it after a fake. Tries to get outside. He's only a freshman, Bob. 145 pounds. And he gets stopped short by John Corbinell.
Again, a great job.
No, I'm sorry, Raymond Abreu. Yep. Sorry, Bob. Raymond Abreu made the tackle. Sorry about that. 2nd down.
We have 3 or 4 guys out there. They didn't leave him attack the perimeter. Great job.
Maximo DeCona also in on the play. We're looking at 2nd down. Motion by the back. Quick pass out. Good blocking in front. Makes a move. And Kyle Williams, once again, who's touching the ball a lot for Harrisburg, gets some success. We're looking at a nice game. 3rd down. Matt Casadas, one of our defensive backs, on the play. Matthew Casadas, a good athlete. I mean, he's all over the field. Offense, defense, special teams. I know that's somebody that Coach Brookman is high on, and looks like he has him going with his best receiver as opposed to just sitting on one side of the field. 3rd down. Ball gets handed off, looking for running room, not a lot there. He stopped, and the yellow flag comes out. We'll see what the call is, but he did not get a 1st down.
Good job, D. Good job.
Raymond Abreu all over the field. Maximo DeCona making it tough inside there, and you're not looking at a lot of size. Maximo is 5'8", 225, and Raymond Abreu 5'11", 220. But boy, they hold their own. They're doing a great job. But if you're watching Matthew Casadas, it looks to me like he's flopping the field going with their top receiver.
Very proud of the work the defense is doing so far.
Absolutely. Couldn't be more proud of this coaching staff who played for me, a lot of them coached alongside of me, and I am tell you, I just beam with pride. As the former principal, former head coach, like to see our Cougars doing well, and so much pride on that sideline. And that's what our school district's all about. You show pride, you'll have success. Third down and long. Lee lets the ball go, reaches success to number 11 of Harrisburg. So we're looking at inside the 10-yard line, down to about the 7. And let's see what Harrisburg elects to do. So it's 4th down. They can still get a first down. I believe that was Granberry's first catch of the game. Ball goes to the middle of the field, and again, Cougars are swarming all over Kyle Williams as Sean Lee gives the ball off quickly, off left tackle, and we're looking at...
That's Cougar ball, Coach. That's Cougar ball.
Looks like the Cougars playing tough defense, fast success, and I like the excitement after making a big play. Harrisburg does not get into the end zone, does not get the first down, and the Cougars get the ball back deep in their territory, but there's a success story. That's what we're looking for.
That's heart, Coach. That's heart. That's where you got to dig in, and that's what the Cougars did. They dug in, and they stopped it. Great job.
Showing heart, showing pride, listening to their coaches. Great students out there, great student athletes. 1st and 10 for the Cougars. And let's see what Coach Brookman likes to do here. As Tyler Wolf has 3 backs in the backfield in his pistol formation, and a toss is going to go to number 4, Matt Casadas. Tough sledding when you try to get outside this Harrisburg team.
And they have to try to attack the perimeter because of those 2 anchors that they have inside.
No doubt. And Anthony Day,
I mean, not only are they big, they're talented linemen that could go east and west.
good point. Anthony Day in a tackle. One of their speedsters at 204 pounds at linebacker. Cougars trying different formations. That time give it to the receiver with 3 backs in the pistol. And I like how Coach Brookman's trying everything within his arsenal to try to reach success, down only 13-0 against a highly touted Harrisburg team. Cougars in a pistol with 2 backs, 2 receivers to the Cougar bench. And I think we may have movement on the defensive side.
Yeah, that's us out of the hole a little bit there.
Tyler Wolf runs over to his coach as Cougars get 5 yards on the penalty. And now instead of 2nd and 12, we're looking at 2nd and 7. I'm looking around. We see a nice crowd tonight. It's our student body. Big crowd on the Cougar sidelines. And that's what's great. Cougar faithful is out, watching Tyler Wolf back in his pocket. Throws the ball short back out of the backfield. But a quick tackle. Again, Harrisburg showing their speed. Looks like Ryan Matthews on the catch. Just a quick rollout to his right as Tyler Wolf is rolling to his right. Completes the ball, Bob, and again, another successful play. Are looking at 3rd down. Five minutes, 50 seconds to go in the half. Cougars holding their own here at 13-0, and all the experts that predicted this game certainly didn't see a close game like this, and a touchdown call back for the Cougars nonetheless. 3rd down. Pistol formation, 2 receivers to the Cougar bench, and a draw play. That's the play I was looking for. I thought the Cougars would get some success off tackle in the draw. Matthew Bookwood finishes the run hard. He's an angry runner, and I mean that as a compliment. When you run like the tenacity he has, you're going to be successful. They're looking at 4th down at about 4.
Coach, being an old special teams coach, they haven't been putting much of a rush on Russo, and if Russo has the corner, I wasn't surprised. I know you're deep in the territory. Russo has the athletic ability to take off with that ball.
A couple times I thought he was going to do that. Not that it was called, but I thought maybe he thought he had the perimeter, but he's punting with his back to the end zone, so I imagine he wants to get rid of this as quickly as possible. This time a good snap now. He drops it. He's going to get hit. The flag is down because I don't believe they touched the ball, and if they didn't touch the ball, it could be roughing the punter and a first down for the Cougars, and it could be the break they were looking for. So Luke Russo makes something happen, drop the ball, and may have forced an interference. We got a personal foul, roughing the kicker. Harris makes the call, and guess what, Bob? That's a first down for our Cougars.
Right, this is something we got to capitalize on now.
That's exactly what Coach Brookman's going to tell his team. It's one thing to get a break. Next thing is to capitalize on it. And I tell you, Jeff Prokowski is going to be very proud that his special teams comes through, gets the first down, had a mistake with the botched snap, but good athletes make things happen. And we know Luke Russo is a good athlete, very intelligent young man. We got the first down. Coach Brookman has his staff fired up. Coach Drumheller watching his receivers and his running backs very closely. Pistol set, play action, under pressure. Tyler Wolf decides to take off, and he's going to get some positive yardage as he's brought down, but not after he gets 3 or 4 yards, maybe even closer to 5. Second down, nice job by Tyler Wolf. Looks like Amir Jones made the tackle, but not after Tyler gets actually 6. Second and 4.
This is the kind of situation offensively that you want. You want to get those yards on first down. It gives them the luxury now of 2nd and 4.
Oh, you're 100% right. Every coach wants to have success on first down. That's exactly what happened. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers each side, offset to the right side of the field. Tyler Wolf taking his time. Good job by Coach Brookman letting the clock run. Ball snap, Tyler looks to his left. Ball is complete for a short gain. And I believe it's Ryan Matthews again. It is. Tyler Wolf getting the ball off quickly, and I'll tell you what Coach Brookman's doing. He's letting that clock run as much as he could. Now, of course, it's out of bounds. The clock has to stop. But the play before, they wanted that clock to run as much as he could, because if they do have to give the ball back to Harrisburg, he doesn't want them to have a lot of time.
3rd and 3.
But the clock starts with Ryan getting out of bounds. Coach Brookman like nothing more here to get a first down. Coach Drumheller, who coached the receivers for me, is coaching the running backs. I know he'd like to see you get the ball in number 1's hands right now, as he works very hard with the running backs. Matt Brookman is in the backfield as we look to see trips to the right. Matt is offset to the trip side. Single receiver, Cougar bench. And the ball goes to number 1. He's finishing strong, running to the trip side, off tackle. Tackle is made after a short gain. And we're looking at 4th down.
First down.
Well, my mistake. They marked it as a first down, and that was because of the finish. Earl Harris points for first down. Now Coach Brookman has his entire playbook available to him. As the ball's on the 37-yard line, and we're looking at 1st and 10 for the Cougars as Tyler Wolf comes from the sideline, gets his play from his coach. First down, 10 yards to go. Trips to the right side. Single receiver to the Cougar bench. Offset to the trip side. Tyler Wolf drops back, throws trip side, overthrows Matt Casadas. Ball is intercepted. Matt Casadas does a great job. Makes a tackle immediately. But Tyler Wolf let that ball get away from him as he overthrew Matt on that play, Coach.
Yeah, that's really the first mistake that Tyler's made this season. And you got to understand, Tyler in his first start, he's still a second start. He's still a junior, and that's going to be cleaned up. once he gets some more experience under his belt.
Yeah.
Tyler knows he shouldn't have threw it.
Yeah. And he's under duress a lot of the night, too. And I agree. I mean, we saw him throw some really, really nice passes last week. In fact, some of them were even dropped.
But right here, the defense got to stand up again. They've been playing tremendous the whole first half. You go into the locker room 13-0.
That's a success.
Against a state-ranked team like Harrisburg.
That's a success. You're 100% right.
You still have a shot to win this game.
We see Matt Casadas. We see Trey Corchado, Connor Shamani, Matt Bookman, Ryan Matthews running that defense. Harrisburg doing a check with me with a one-back shotgun, 2 receivers on each side, even set. Plenty of time for the freshman to throw. The football looks downfield. Ball is complete over the head of Trey Corchado. Number 5, Justin Cook. What great speed he has. Trey Corchado could not stay with him. Touchdown, 1 play. That's the kind of thing that
I think that's getting called back, Coach.
it's the kind of play that you want to have another shot at. And that's exactly what's going to happen here. Is Earl Harris, the white hat, says holding on Harrisburg. And right now, they didn't score, but I know that Coach Drumheller, defensive back coach, is talking to his D-backs right now. Don't stop running and jump. You got to keep running with the ball. You got to act like a receiver on defense. So big play. Harrisburg again looks to the bench on an even set. 2 receivers each side. Offset to the Harrisburg bench. And under pressure from number 9 of the Cougars, Jim Beltray, who the Cougar staff talks about all the time. Sean Lee could not get away from him. Big play. There's nothing like a quarterback sack in a football game to lift your defense. So it's 2nd and 20. Cougars got to back up a little bit now, give some room on defense, but I'll tell you, they're challenging them. Connor Schmanny right in the face of the receiver down here. Again, Matt Casadas flipping with the receiver, and it's complete to the running back, actually. Kyle Williams. Tackle made. Again, looks like Beltray on the tackle, and we're looking at 3rd and long as the Cougars have a big defensive play here, Bob, no doubt. Trips to the right side to the Cougar bench. Offset to the trip side. Back stays in this time. Single receiver side, and I think it's picked. Trey Corchado with the interception. He's going to get a big hug as Coach Drumheller waits for him to come to the sideline. And that's a big success story from a touchdown to a turnover. First down, Cougars.
Great play by Corchado. Very impressed with him. Outstanding athlete. He got beat on the pass and he came back and intercepted. That's hard on that kid, and great job.
Heart, pride, desire. That's what it takes to be a football player. That's what it takes to be a Cougar. Trey Corchado, first time he's with the Cougars as a transfer, and
great job, Trayvon. Great job.
Absolutely. First down for the Cougars. Trips to the bench side. Offset to the trip side. Tyler Wolf. Matt Bookman. Ball's going to go to Matt for a very, very short game, maybe even a loss. But Coach Bookman's going to play it close to the vest here. He's going to play it smart. He's seeing a lot of success with his young Cougars against a very good football team. 2nd and 11.
Very impressed with the heart of these kids tonight. I mean, after last week being pushed around, they came back. Tonight they made a statement, you're not going to push me around this week. And that's what's going on here.
And that's exactly what you look for with a coach. To improve every practice, to improve every game. Coach Bookman doing the right thing here, playing it close to the vest, let that clock run, and with time running down, inside 20 seconds, I believe the Cougars may stay on the ground. 2 receivers each side, shotgun, offset to the Cougar bench. Tyler Wolf takes a peek at the clock and runs motion to Matthew Casadas, trip side, and they'll give the ball off to Matthew Bookman, and that will end the half. As zeros are on the clock, right now, Harrisburg 13, Cougars 0. Halftime about to happen, and I'm sure you'll see some halftime adjustments, but I think going into this locker room, you're going to see a very happy Cougar football team. Not that you want to be down, don't get me wrong, but you saw some success stories, much different this half.
Again, I repeated this. I'm just so proud of the Cougar defense. That shows you what kind of kids that you're dealing with. They dug in. They're not going to let happen what happened last week.
Exactly right. Great job. Speaks volumes for the coaching staff and volumes for the entire team. Great job, Cougars. We'll be back in a few.
Hello, my name is Mr. Koslov. I teach at the Hazleton Area Career Center and I teach audio-video communication.
My name is Miss Alice Nicholas. I teach here at the Hazleton Area Career Center and I teach health careers, all 3 levels, along with the nurse's aid training.
Hi, my name is AJ Eric. I'm the culinary teacher at the Hazleton Area Career Center.
A lot of students who are considering attending the Hazleton Area Career Center should really take it seriously. I mean, the shops, the amenities, and everything that these programs offer are going to allow you to really explore your interests, but also have a viable career option after your graduation.
When we're comparing CTE classes to any type of academic course, we spend a lot of time making sure our students are career ready. So it's not just basic skills. We're teaching them teamwork. We're teaching 21st century skills. How can our students work together? How can our students become positive parts of our communities? We're teaching them professionalism, leadership, and again, these are skills that you're not going to find in all academic courses.
I think what makes CTE stick out is it's real. But in the real world, we need workers. Everywhere you go, there's somebody doing a task, somebody doing a job. This is teaching you the task, the job. So to me, this is even more important, or just as important as your academics.
CTE programs differ greatly from that of academia. There's a different focus, a different emphasis, and a different approach to the education model.
I think all CTE programs are trying to mimic the real world as much as possible.
I think because we actually go to the nursing home and work, they're doing the actual job of a nurse's aide.
My program personally, we have an active restaurant where guests get to come in, dine with us, experience our food, and then at the end they really get to critique and let us know how we're doing, which really gets the students ready for what happens in the real world, but in a learning environment. So we do understand that there can be mistakes, but sometimes mistakes are okay because this is just a learning environment.
There will always be sick people. There'll always be a need for nurses and nurses' aides in our world.
The only advice I can give a student who has any form of hesitation on whether to come to the Career Center is to give it a try.
If you suspect a teammate, family member, or friend of abusing prescription drugs, tell a coach, tell a teammate, tell a teacher, tell someone. The PA Attorney General's Office and the PIAA remind you to resist the urge. Don't let pain become a killer. For help and information, go to www.ddap.pa.gov.
Yeah. Ow! Yeah. Y'all think too small, I got big dreams. You just starting, I'm way ahead at the end scenes. Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes. Money like your Spotify, boy, I got 10 streams. And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a soul, I'm putting that on the Lord. Ain't accepting, ignore, just kicking down all the doors. Guarantee you, boy, if I ask for it, it's gotta be real big. I gotta make it just for my kids and for their kids' kids. That's wealth years and years. Promise my brother soon as he out to finish this bid. We finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds is real big, jobs that's real big. Satan trying a little, my God is real big. Stayed up on the grind on the cars is real big. I gotta do it big, the only way that I can live. And I promise I'm trying to. Before you count me out, homie, let me remind you. They was blocking the shine, now I think it's my time to. Counting them dollar signs like lights, they'll blind you. Let me rewind to back when I was broke and I couldn't acquire 2 cents. And now I got 2 rents. They was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Your offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live. I gotta do it big. I gotta do it big. I gotta do it big. Gotta do it big, that's the only way to live. I gotta do it big. I gotta do it big. I gotta do it big. Gotta do it big. That's the only way to live. Come on. Yeah, come on.
monsters I'm facing. Oh, you know what it is, help me sing it. Oh, I see the giants, giants. Oh, I see the giants, giants. But I'm not alone, got my sword in my hands. Giants, they try to take over the land. But we won't be moved by the monsters of man. They gon' fall down, we gon' stand.
Hey, cause I see them fall. No man. Diamonds in my teeth, I got a lot of shine. Running up the number, that's a lot of crime. Try to take it from me, must be out your mind. Lot of sun. Smoky in the air, that's a lot of pine. Pockets running over with the dollar sign. Try to take it from me. Yeah. Big time. Big time. Big time.
Big time.
Tonight's matchup, we have Hazleton area versus Wyoming area. I'm here with head coach Dennis Bookman of the Hazleton area Cougars. How are we doing tonight, head coach?
Great, thank you very much for having me.
Oh, you're welcome, you're welcome. I got a chance to take a look at your pregame show and your warm-ups for the game tomorrow. You guys are looking pretty good. How do you feel about this year's team?
We feel great. We have a mantra around here where we talk about trust, loving, and committing to one another. And we have a bunch of selfless guys out here who are committed to the program and to their brothers and you know, being able to continue to get better each day.
Any players that we should be looking out for in terms of highlights?
Well, I mean, I feel throughout our roster we have so many guys. You know, we have some guys who are those quote unquote headliners. You know, the big three as they're being called by so many. Those juniors with Matthew Casadas, Matthew Bookman, Connor Shamani. But we have so many right now in our program. We have a first-time starting quarterback here in Tyler Wolf, who's only gotten better. Our offensive line continues to improve. Defensively, we've really made some impressive jumps in year one last year to now year two. So we're really excited to see what Team 30, their identity is, and how we come together.
Speaking of Wolf, how do we feel about him? You know, you guys are a little bit more pass heavy, and Wolf coming in, being a first-year starter, what do we have to expect looking at him?
I love Tyler Wolf, just like the rest of our players here. Tyler, he's a player who just continues to want to get better. You know, and also I'd be remiss to say Tyler Wolf, he's pushed by our backup quarterback and Luke Gennaro, and those two do such a wonderful job of kind of feeding off one another and continuing to get better together.
You got to love that rivalry.
Absolutely.
Keeps pushing, yeah. Just moving forward, taking a look at Wyoming area, I mean, what do we have to expect from them? I mean, how have you prepared versus that big line they have coming in?
First of all, tremendous team. I mean, they're ranked in the state for a reason. They have a ton of players back from their team who won a state title 2 years ago. They're going to come in here. They're going to be very confident. But as I told our guys too, bottom line is the Hazleton area Cougars have to worry about the Hazleton area Cougars, and we have to make sure we take care of things on our end. We come out here. We're going to compete. We're going to be ready to play Friday night, and we're excited and hopeful that we're going to have a great crowd at Harmon Guy Stadium here, and we're going to get the den jumping a little bit.
Heck yeah. Well, it's been a pleasure hearing from you, and we look forward to seeing how you guys do tomorrow.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Welcome back to Hazleton Area School District, Channel 99. We're at Harmon Guy Stadium. I'm Rocco Patron with Luzerne County Councilman Bob Schnee. Hazleton Area Cougars versus the Cougars from Harrisburg. It's 13-0 at halftime. Cougars are down, but Coach Schnee, I don't think any of the experts saw this coming. Cougars within 2 touchdowns with a half to go. What do you think, Coach? What do you think so far about Dennis Bookman's Hazleton Area High School Cougars and how they're playing against a state-ranked Harrisburg team?
Again, my hat's off to the defense. So proud of what they did in the first half. Swarm tackling, key downs, making stops. The offense is hanging in there. We just got to clean a couple stuff up there, give Tyler a couple seconds to make decisions back there, and we're going to be all right. Right now, we got to make a stop here and get the ball back. I mean, it's 13-0. I mean, where we scored there, and Tyler went over the line of scrimmage. I mean, you're looking at 13-7. It's 13-0, and still a winnable game, like you're saying. If you said this before the game, 13-0, we still have a chance to win. So, my hat's off to the program and the coaching and the kid. Most of all, the kids. They're showing what they're made out of.
Well, I couldn't agree more. Cougars showing a lot of pride, and that starts with the head coach, Dennis Bookman, gets that message to all of his coaches, and that message then permeates through the entire team, through the entire program. They're playing with a lot of pride. They're playing with a lot of commitment, a lot of fire. And I know when we coach, that's what we looked for in our students. We wanted them ready to go and give it everything they have and just believe, no matter what the situation was, we could win the game. So the Cougars will be set to start the second half by kicking off, down 13-0. Good time to give a shout out to our cheerleaders, to our band, and of course to our faithful fans. We have a nice crowd here at Harmon Guy Stadium on a Friday night, all on the Cougar side, sporadic on the visitor side, and there's a lot of Cougar faithful out this evening, and I love it. Love to see them supporting our team. Hazleton Area School District, Channel 99, Christopher Kozlop, broadcast teacher, student-led program, and students running this program speaks volumes for Christopher. As you're watching Channel 99, remember, their students from his area Christian are doing it all. Cameras, technology, production. Take it from me, folks. Former principal, former teacher, coach of Hazleton Area Cougars, very honorable positions I've been at throughout our district. Our kids in the Hazleton Area School District are second to nobody. So we have a penalty on kickoff. That's rare, Bob. You don't see that too often. So Luke Rousseau will now be kicking 5 yards deeper because of an offsides. And we're still waiting for the second half to start. And the ball is up, a short kick. Harrisburg takes it and just falls on it. And maybe Coach Bookman wanted to catch Harrisburg by surprise, get the ball back. Love his coaching style. I've done surprise on kick many times as a coach. And when you get it, it does fire your team up. So Harrisburg with pretty good field position, somewhere around the 43, 44-yard line, where they'll come out in their spread offense, led by freshman quarterback Sean Lee. And Bob, you got to give this young man credit too. As a freshman, coming in 145 pounds, running a 6A program. Kid's shown a lot of heart and a lot of guts.
Yeah, he has a lot of talent, that kid, and like you said, he's going to be a tremendous one.
Ball is tossed. Good pursuit by the Cougars. Ball's on the ground, and I believe the Cougars got the ball back. So let's see what the call is, whether he's out of bounds or whether it's a fumble. We're waiting on the call. Kyle Williams did get perimeter. He was chased down by Beltray, And I guess they're saying Bobby must have stepped out of bounds. And again, we just can't seem to get that big break.
Yeah. Very impressed, Coach, with play of Beltray tonight.
Yeah, he chased him down. And we know Kyle Williams has great speed. He lined up that receiver, motioned it to back, took a jet sweep. 1st and 10 from shotgun, 2 backs. Lee hands the ball off to the bigger back this time, who's going to get some yardage. But again, Hopkins on the carry, who also plays linebacker, is a big guy. But I do believe there's some cloth on the field. And let's watch Earl Harris for the call as we have a Harrisburg lineman shook up and a holding call against Harrisburg.
This is where the defense got a hold now, Coach.
Well, the defense got a break there. 1st down for Harrisburg as they're backed up to around the 47-yard line of the Cougars. Harrisburg offense looking to the bench with a check with me, and they come back to the line of scrimmage. They got the call, they got the count, even set with 2 receivers on each side. Ball gets handed off. And he's getting close up to the original line of scrimmage. Hopkins again with the carry. Swarm tackling by the Cougars, led by, once again, number 25, Kayvon Minor. 2nd down and about maybe 13. 2 receivers each side, shotgun, offset to the Harrisburg bench. Deep drop back, under pressure, Sean Lee, he's scrambling. He's going to be chased down by 2 Cougars, number 9, Jim Beltray, and I believe the other being Kayvon Minor.
Again, Beltray came from all the way across from the other side of the field, Coach, to be in on that tackle. Outstanding by Beltray.
He just has a motor that doesn't stop. You can see why the coaches are so high on him. Trips to the right side of the field, which is the Harrisburg side of the field. Offset to that side. Play action. Choice route. Complete. Fumble.
This is complete.
I believe Justin Cook gets the reception and possibly got the ball back, waiting for the official call. And the Cougars with their hands on their hips, I got to believe Harrisburg got that ball back, Bob.
After the reception will be covered by Harrisburg, so it will be a 1st down for Harrisburg.
So Cook got the ball back, got his own fumble. Great job by the Cougars, causing a fumble. 2 receivers on each side, shotgun offset to the Harrisburg side. Ball goes to the big back Hopkins, who's going to stumble and rumble along. Swarm tackling by defense. Looks like Ray Bruin on there, and as well as Maximo Takana. And they're telling the officials now saying that Ray Bruin has to come off the field, so I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe an equipment issue. 2nd and 5. 2 receivers each side. Shotgun, big back down the backfield, offset to the Cougar side of the field. Cross handoff to Hopkins, who now they're trying to, at 6'1", 235, Bob, they're trying to go with a bigger back and maybe start powering the Cougar defense. And each coach now making some adjustments, as instead of going to the ball with a steady diet of Williams, they're going with a steady diet of Hopkins. Cougars making some nice stops. But a 1st down for Harrisburg, somewhere around the 18-yard line. 2 receivers each set, 1 back offset and a shotgun. Offset to the Harrisburg side. Handoff to Hopkins, who cuts back to the Harrisburg bench. Tough run. Gets into the end zone for a touchdown. But, Bob, I see yellow on the field again.
It looked like a holding there at the end there, on the end there.
So head coach Calvin Everett for Harrisburg has made some adjustments. going with more of a power formation, running Hopkins, the bigger back at 235 pounds. Has the Cougars back on their heels with the power game. But the ball was on the ground a couple of times. Could be an opportunity to get it. And now another penalty by Harrisburg. So we're looking at somewhere around a first down, close to 15. Harrisburg coming out.
After the penalty, 1st and 14.
2 receivers each side, offset to the Cougars sideline. Motion, jet sweep to their back. Breaks a tackle, gets to the outside. Matt Bookman throws him out of bounds. But getting the ball back in Kyle Williams' hands, gets about 7, 8, 9 yards inside to about the 16, 15-yard line. And it's going to be second down, Bob, and Cougars now need a big stop.
That was just a good run by Kyle Williams. 6 foot, 175 junior. He comes in again as advertised before the game.
Very good athlete. Hopkins stays in the backfield. 2 receivers each side. Motion. Jet sweep.
Come up.
Trying to get to the outside. Cougars swarm tackling close to the first down mark. Justin Cook with the jet sweep after motion to the Harrisburg side. Trying to establish perimeter. Cougars swarming. Stopping him short of the first down. 3rd and short coming up. No huddle again. Trips to the right side. Big back is also offset to the right side. Ball goes to Lee, who throws a short pass to a choice route to Kyle Williams, and he's down inside the 1. And did they call a touchdown?
Yes, they called it.
They called it a touchdown. I thought maybe he was short of the goal line. Referee signals touchdown. A nice play and a nice drive. Harrisburg setting up for the point after. So they did signal touchdown, and I have to give that freshman quarterback, Sean Lee, a lot of credit because a couple penalties, a couple big plays called back, ball goes on the ground, and he stayed in that pocket strong, had a nice presence about him. He's playing well for Harrisburg. Kick is up. Officials say no good, wide left. Score remains. Harrisburg Cougars, 19. Hazleton High School Cougars, 0. 8 minutes exactly left in quarter 3. And Cougars will get the ball in the second half, and we'll see what kind of adjustments our offensive coaches have made. See if the Cougars can get something going.
I think we had a little letdown there, Coach, coming out from halftime. Again, the first half, so proud of people flying around. That's what's going to happen this half. Like the people that are in the secondary, they got to come up and you got to fly around. Now, you did that in the first half. Let's see you do the same thing in the second half.
Cougars looking to get set to receive the ball in the second half. And it looks like Connor Shamani now is going to go deep along with his partner in the secondary and his partner at receiver. Matthew Casadas, number 4. Connor Shamani, number 6. Cougars are going to get the ball for the first time in quarter number 3. And I know Coach Bookman and the entire staff talked about adjustments they want to make offensively to see if they can get some more success both on the ground and in the air. Harrisburg approaches the ball, kicks it deep, hits the ground. Matthew Casadas feels it like a shortstop, gets the outside perimeter on the Harrisburg side. Tough to bring down, and finally does go down as he crosses the 35-yard line. Boy, he's a tenacious, tough athlete. For as tough as he is, and for as athletic he is, that's how quiet he is when you talk to him in person. He's a gentleman, a tribute to his family. His father, who was coaching our district a long time with basketball at all levels, and I know he's proud of his son because he is just a gentleman. And any coach coaching any sport would want a Matthew Casadas on their team. 1st and 10 for the Cougars in a pistol formation, 2 split backs. Tyler Wolf has 2 receivers to his left, and he's going to look to his left, swing pass, and the ball's going to be picked off. What an excellent play by the defensive end, Mekhi Hopkins, who also was running the ball a couple of times for Harrisburg, and that, Bob, is just one athletic play. When you score on D, it's tough to overcome. Harrisburg now goes up 25-0. And it's tough. It's tough to overcome a play like that. Tyler Wolf, who was trying to get the ball in Bookman's hands like last week, if you remember, there's some success on the swing pass. And just an athletic play by Harrisburg. I mean, the defensive end made a nice play. It looked to me, Bob, that Matthew Bookman was open, had some running room. Harrisburg setting up for 2, has an offset to the trip side, which is wide left. They check to the bench with a check with me. Sean Lee waiting for the call from the bench. Gets the call. He's going to run a quick route, choice route. Looks like the Cougars are all over it. And they're going to stop this, led by Beltre, Abu, and Ryan Mattis. So it remains 25-0 with 7 minutes, 42 seconds left in this quarter. And I know in coaching, when you give up a score on D, that's heartbreaking. But a good team, a good staff, has to put that in the past now and come out and let's play football. Don't get away from your game plan now, Coach Bookman. Do what you have to do, establish some first downs, and let's start looking at success and build off of that when you watch film throughout the week and do some coaching. As you want to look for something positive as you're going over film work and say, okay, we're reaching success with this formation, we're reaching success by blocking something this way. Harrisburg, who has athletes all over the field running a 4-man formation defensively with a free safety. Okay, well, this is what we're going to see. What kind of adjustments are we going to make now to have some success? Shamani and Casadas are deep. Cougars got to get their heads up, play some football. There's a lot of time. There's a lot of football to play. 7:42 just in the third quarter. Coaching staff will keep their players up and play some football.
As you said, this is where you look in the mirror and you got to keep working. Just keep working, working, and working.
Harrisburg approaches the ball, kicks the ball into the athlete, Matthew Casadas' hands, who breaks to the Cougar bench, breaks a tackle, and gets up close to the 35-yard line, where the Cougars will begin somewhere around the 33. And Coach Snee, you said it well. You got to play with heart, desire, fire, and pride. And that's why football is the ultimate team sport. It's easy. It's easy to be happy and a front runner when things are going well. Now you look for your captains, your leaders, your coaches. Let's do everything we can to get things going again. We have a Cougar down. We're looking at 7 minutes, 35 seconds left in the third quarter. I'm Rocco Patron, along with Bob Schnee, Christopher Kozlop, Channel 99, running a student-led program. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back, folks. Stay with us.
If you suspect a teammate, family member, or friend.
Well, the best news I have for us is Matthew was helped off the field, but did walk off on his own power. He's now laying, getting stretched. So I'm sure it's a cramp or something like that. Cougars have 3 backs in the backfield and the pistol set. Going to give the ball to Ryan Mattis, who's going to try to reach perimeter. But Harrisburg is all over that play, and their speed is just getting through the interior linemen with very, very little time to establish anything. Because when you're running wide, Bob, as you know, you need some time and get in front of those blocks and stay in front of your defenders and try to establish that perimeter, which is really tough to do against a 4-man front speed that Harrisburg brings into Harmon Guy Stadium. Matthew Casadas continues to be looked at by Lehigh Valley staff. Michael Bannon, best in the business, will do everything he can to help our students. 2nd and 14. 2 receivers on each side. Shotgun offset to the right. Tyler Wolf takes the snap, looks to his left, tries to throw a slant pass. Read extremely well by Anthony Day. Christian Price looking for a slant. Incomplete, and it's 3rd down and 25. So, Coach C, we're looking at 3rd and 14. I'm looking for a draw. Looking for a screen that we tried to run earlier. Let's see what Coach Bookman likes to do with trips to his bench side. Connor Schmanny spread the widest. Offset to the Cougars side. Tyler Wolf trying to look for some time. And he has less than 2 seconds, Bob. And it takes a sack. And right now, Harrisburg's just all over this field.
Yeah, they're swarming. You got to give Harrisburg's defense credit. Again, that's why they're ranked.
Yeah, they are just not allowing anything to get started for the Cougars as they're running in so many different formations, so many different plays. Coach Bookman's showing a lot of things that he has in his playbook, and he just can't get anything started. And that can become frustrating for a coach. A young coach like Coach Bookman has so much experience, so much heart, so much pride. I know he'll get it going. And that's a Luke Russo punt. Hang time. Great distance, and now the Cougars have to try to stop the returner as he gets inside the 30-yard line. And when you have someone like Kyle Williams returning punts, that could be dangerous. Great punt by Luke Russo, but again, Harrisburg has great field position.
Again, that was a 55-yard punt by Russo. Again, special teams. On a 55-yard punt, we got to get down there, and we cannot allow them to get in field position that they're holding now, that they're starting from first down on our 29-yard line.
So the Cougars back on defense, looking at Harrisburg, checking their bench, check with Means. Young Sean Lee at quarterback, and we'll see what he has in store for the Cougars. And sometimes, Bob, when you're up like this and you're back against the wall, they may go right up top here. We'll see what happens. 3 backs in the backfield looking at a little bit of misdirection. They wanted to give the ball to Hopkins, the big back, but that just didn't seem to happen. And that's because of a penalty. Earl Harris stops the play short of it happening, and instead of 1st and 10, we're now looking at 1st and 15. As we now have some guests in the booth, straight out of Philadelphia.
The whole Patron family is here.
1st and 15, 3 backs. They go to Hopkins, off tackle to the left. He gets some success for about 3 yards, but the Cougars playing tough defense all over the field. And looks like on the bottom of the pile is going to be big number 75. Nico's rate patch. Nice job. 2nd down and 12. Checking with the bench. 2 receivers each side. Offset to the left. Sean Lee takes the snap. He's looking. Under pressure from Beltray. Causes a fumble. And it's going to be close to see who's getting the ball back. bouncing around, eventually ends up in Harrisburg's hands, but again, the Cougars with some good pressure from Beltray, from the Blue. Great job. And I have to tell you, I'm impressed with our defense. And I know you are, Bob, a good, defensive line coach. You got to be happy with the way they're swarming to the quarterback, causing some issues in that backfield.
Beltray looks like Lawrence Taylor tonight. He's flying all over the place. Again, he came clear across field to make that tackle.
Now, Coach, we're dating ourselves here, going back to the number 56 of the New York Giants a long time ago from the 1980s.
Yeah. But Beltray playing outstanding tonight.
Two receivers each side, offset to the Cougar bench. Sean Lee takes a snap, looks for play action, runs a screen pass. Good blocking downfield. Cougars now swarming to the ball after a pretty big gain to the Harrisburg bench. And again, Cougars swarming to the ball. Your boy Beltray again, Coach Snee, all over that field. Harrisburg, nice job with the screen pass. And that's just anticipating a big rush from the Cougars. As of course they're starting to pin back their ears. They want to come after the quarterback, and that's when you throw a short screen like Harrisburg did. Nice call by their coach. So it's fourth down, trips to the Cougar bench, offset to the Cougar side. And I don't think Coach Brookman liked what he saw, and we're going to call timeout as I see three veteran coaches, and Coach Steele, Coach Brookman, and Coach Drumheller coming out to the field to meet their defense. 25-0, 3 minutes, 23 seconds left in quarter number 3. And we know the Cougars, Bob, want to make a big stop here. Hang their hat on something positive before they get that ball back.
This again, Coach, even though the score's 25-0, this is where you look inside what kind of a person you are. Do you want it, or are they? Who wants it more? Right here. This is what it's about.
And folks, that's why we still call him Coach Snee, because he has the heart, the desire to lead these young men. And coaching football is not just about X's and O's. I mean, listen to Bob Snee talk, who's obviously a leader in our community, Luzerne County Councilman. It's not about X's and O's, it's about helping young men grow up and use what they learn on the football field in life. Heart, desire, commitment, mental toughness. And that's what Robert Schnee's talking about, and he's 100% right. Harrisburg's running trips to the Cougar bench. Play action, Sean Lee. First choice was covered. Now he's going to try to scramble outside. Trey Corchado makes the tackle, but it may be after the first down. Let's take a look at the spot. And it looks like Cougars unfortunately gave up a first down. A heck of a try by number 13, Trey Corchado. But I will tell you this, Bob. The first look that Sean Lee wanted to go to was covered. And he had to hold on to the ball longer than he wanted to. Had no choice but to scramble. That's a win for the Cougars in coverage. They just had to come up and don't let them establish perimeter. Trips to the left side, offset to the left side. They're going to give the ball right back, off tackle to the left side, as he's going to drag the defenders into the end zone, dragging Ryan Mattis and Matthew Bookman. Kyle Williams with the touchdown. Bookman and Matthews, two great efforts, but Kyle Williams a little bit too much with a head of steam, lots of speed, 31-0.
There's a play where my main man here, Beltray, overran the play a little bit, but I mean, the kid's just had a tremendous night, and again, we'll give him a mulligan.
Well, he's playing with a lot of emotion, a lot of desire. He's trying to be a leader out there, and like I said, the coaches do speak very, very highly of him. But the big play was the fourth down prior to that, when we took away his first choice on the pass, and just unfortunately, Sean Lee, the freshman, broke for a first down, and unfortunately, it led to a touchdown. Harrisburg obviously having issues with the kicking game, and I think that was the freshman who tried the kick. but that is short of the extra point, so it's going to remain 31 for Harrisburg, 0 for the Cougars, and right now there's still 2 minutes, 56 seconds left in quarter number 3.
And as we talked earlier, Coach, about the 2 opponents that we've faced early in the season in Wyoming area and Harrisburg, both ranked in the state of Pennsylvania, teams with tremendous talent, and the rest of the season, I don't think we're going to see the strength, the speed, and the talent that these 2 teams have possessed so far.
Well, you couldn't have asked for 2 tougher openers. Coach Bookman knew that coming in, trying to get his team established, trying to get his team fired up, doing everything they can to stay with these good football teams. There's a lot of lessons to be learned when you play good teams like this. And I'll take you back, Bob, to 2005, right on this field. And I'm coaching, and it's my 5th or 6th year as a coach. We're playing Bethlehem Liberty, and we lose pretty good. They scored 35 points on us. The coaching staff and I got together and said, what do we have to do to be that good? In 2 years, we played Liberty again, was defending state champions, and we beat them. And that's what Coach Bookman's going to talk about. What do we have to do now with our juniors when they're seniors to get as good as Harrisburg is? And Coach Bookman's the man for the job, and he'll get our Cougars improving every time they step onto the field. You know that, and I know that.
Tremendous young coach. We stated that last week. Tremendous young coach with a tremendous staff, and there's going to be wins coming.
Oh, definitely. There'll definitely be wins coming. So the Cougars are going to come out in an offensive formation, 2 receivers each side, offset, motion by Casadas, jet sweep to Casadas, has some blocking, but again, Harrisburg just swarms to. I have seen very few teams in high school swarm to the ball like this Harrisburg team does. They only have 34 kids dressed, so there's not going to be a lot of substituting, and they're just all over the field. Very, very athletic. I have to give props to Calvin Everett, their head coach, who's just doing a really, really good job.
Yeah, there's been nothing, absolutely nothing on the perimeter. I mean, like you said, they have 3 and 4 guys swarming on the perimeter, and there's just nothing there. You could have Jim Brown running the ball. He's not gaining yard.
Great pass, great catch by Connor Shamani. The Cougars get a formation where Matt Casadas motions, leaving Connor Shamani a single receiver, runs a skinny post, and he's hit in stride, takes a hit, and pops up. And I'll tell you, that's a very athletic, tough young man, Connor Shamani. Any coach would want him on his team. Cougars now doing adjustments with check with me. You can see them check over to Coach Drumhill for the signal. Coach will call the play based on Harrisburg's defense, trips to the Cougar bench, and they're going to hand the ball off to Matthew Bookman, who's going to get a yard or 2 to the right side. He's going to run to the single receiver side. So now Dennis Bookman, head football coach of Hazleton Cougars, making some adjustments, doing some no-huddling and doing some checking with me. And now he's going to have them go up to the line of scrimmage again. Hustle up to the line of scrimmage, trips to the left side, and they'll check to the bench again. Single receiver up top. They look to the bench. Coach Bookman's going to talk to Coach Drumhill, tell him what he likes. Coach Drumhill will signal it in. Tyler Wolf gets the call, goes back to the line of scrimmage. Connor Shamani, single receiver up top. Tyler under pressure, scrambles away, scrambles to the Cougar bench, puts his head down, takes the hit as opposed to just sliding. That speaks volumes for that young man, and gets close up to the sticks. Tyler Wolf, great job, great read, great scramble. I like the adjustments. 2 receivers on each side. Cougars no huddle. Look to the bench. Coach Bookman tells Coach Joe what to signal in. Drummy singles it in. 2 receivers each side. Matthew Bookman goes offset to the right side. Under pressure goes Tyler Ruff, and that's just one of those cases where there's too many defenders and not enough blockers. And it wouldn't surprise me if the Cougars elect to let the clock run down as we go inside 20 seconds. Tyler Ruff took a tough hit. But, Coach, I like that they're putting some pressure on the young quarterback. Now, I'm talking about our coaching staff putting some pressure on him, saying, okay, let's go no huddle. Let's do check with weeks and see how we do. And, of course, there's another kind of pressure from Harrisburg. Hazleton Area High School Cougars down 31-0 going into quarter number 4. I'm looking around Harmon Guys Stadium. I'm seeing plenty of fans. None of them left. I see our student body, people walking around. It's a beautiful Friday night. Cheerleaders all over the field. Band members playing up in the stands. What a great atmosphere, Bob, for a Friday night. Nothing like high school football.
No, there isn't. Greatest sport ever. I mean, they talk baseball, basketball, and football. Like, it's a physical war every Friday night in high school football. And that's why they give you a helmet, and that's why they give you pads to play the game. It's a physical war where you look around your teammates. You don't look around, am I giving 100%? Not looking at my person next to me is giving 100%. It's a physical war out there, and there's no other game like it. It doesn't matter if you're rich. It doesn't matter if you're poor. When you get on the field, you're the same as everybody else. And that's where you look inside the person and you see what that person's made out of.
Well said, Coach. Well said. And we are so proud of the young man. As we see Matt Casares go in motion. This time it's a deep motion. Tyler Wolf looking back to his right to Ryan Matthews. Harrisburg all over the field. After the completion to Ryan Matthews, Harrisburg's going to make the tackle. I'm impressed with Tyler Wolf staying in that pocket. Has a great presence about him. And I think, Bob, that's kind of the things that you're talking about, how this sport teaches heart and desire and commitment and mental toughness. And when you have someone coming at you who's very athletic at the speed Harrisburg's coming at Tyler Wolf, for him to stay in that pocket like that and look at the defender in his eyes and still get the ball completed, that speaks volumes for that young man. 2 backs in the backfield in a pistol formation, 2 receivers up top. Tyler Wolf, good protection as the backs stay in. Finds Connor Shamani for a completion of about 12 yards. We're going to be short of the sticks. But again, Tyler Wolf sticking in there, finding his tough receiver in Connor Shamani, junior, 6'3", 180. Connor had 5 catches last week for 97 yards, and that's the person you want to look for and get the ball in his hands. Fourth down, 11 yards to go. Coach Bookman puts his punt team on the field, and a very good athlete in Luke Russo kicking the ball deep to Cook, and now Luke's trying to angle it. And unfortunately, he got off the side of his foot for a very, very minimal quick kick. And I think that's because Luke was trying to angle it, Bob, to be honest with you. So unfortunately, the Cougars are not going to gain much from that punt. And instead of burying Harrisburg deep, Harrisburg's going to take the ball over somewhere around the 40-yard line as the official, John Basic, marks the spot. Earl Harris's crew says Harrisburg's ball with 10:18 to go, 31-0. Raymond Abu leads his team up to the line of scrimmage defensively with Maximo Decano. Beltray in there playing a heck of a defensive game. Nico's right patch. Harrisburg an even set. Ball snapped over Sean Lee's hands. And has the presence to jump on it, as I think Harrisburg is looking to throw the ball deep. And Bob, that might be a case where a freshman got a little anxious and just simply dropped the ball.
Right.
Cougars hanging in there. Is looking at a second and long. Coach Steele signaling the defense. And our faithful fans, no one's going anywhere. They love watching the red, silver, and white as we go into second down and 24. Two receivers on each side. Ball goes at a big back, Hopkins, who bounces off Cougars. And for a big man, has some good speed to the outside. Gets close to a first down.
And coach, look who's over there.
Number 9.
Number 9. A clear across field again.
Jim Beltray, and actually got close to the original first down mark. But I have to tell you that Hopkins, who is standing at 235 pounds and plays a heck of a defensive end as well, he shows some speed there for a big guy.
Right.
So he gets close to the original first down, so you're looking at third down and 12. And we'll see what Harrisburg elects to do. Two receivers on each side, offset to the Cougar side of the formation with the big back. Sean Lee runs a little play action, set up a screen to the big guy, but it's read well, breaks the tackle, breaks another tackle, and lunges forward, and if he doesn't have it, it's going to be very, very close. So Cougars were all over him, but that was just one of those instances where the big back just got the best of them. And Earl Harris signals first down for Harrisburg.
That's where you got to give their running back credit. Great effort there.
No doubt.
Like you said, our guys were there. He was just stronger and kept his legs moving.
Sean Lee runs a little play action, keeps the ball for himself, gets about 5 yards. And right now, Harrisburg is moving the ball into Cougar territory. Christopher Kozlop, broadcast teacher at Hazleton Career Center, running a student-led program in his class, and that's who's bringing this production to you this evening. So as you're watching this game on a tape delay, keep in mind it is strictly run by students. Bob Schnee and I are strictly volunteering, helping our students any way possible. Samantha Niemann's up here as our spotter. The three of us will do everything for the students in our school district. And no question I speak for all the teachers, not only Christopher Kozlop, but all the teachers in this school district. As school is starting next Tuesday, kids anxious to go back to class. Bob, haven't been in person in a while, so they're anxious to go back to school. And I know our teachers, our superintendent, our principals all looking forward to seeing their students again. As I look to my right, I see our student body. It'll be the first school year starting in 35 years. I will not be in a building. I'm certainly going to miss our students. Fumble once again. Sean Lee takes his time. It looks like
Good job.
boy Jim Beltray is going to jump on that ball. And we got our first Cougar defensive score of the year.
Nobody deserves it more, Coach, tonight than Beltray.
And that's what happens. Good things happen. You're all over the field. So the ball was snapped over Sean Lee's head. And he's a good athlete. He takes his time, tries to land on it. But this time the ball takes a fortuitous bounce into Beltray's hands. And I got to tell you, good old number 9, Jim Beltray, 6'1", 195. So proud of you, young man. Your first touchdown, first Cougar defensive touchdown of the year. Defense did it. We got a defensive scoring. As we always say at practice, score on D, score on D.
Great job, Beltray. Great job, buddy.
So we had a break in the action as Luke Russo's kick had plenty of run, plenty of distance. The flag's being down. We have offsides on Harrisburg. Coach Bookman, he's going to watch the ball be moved forward. Has a choice here to keep with his kicking game or go for 2. And it looks to me like we're going to stay right where we are. And it looks like Connor Shamini is the holder, and you always look, Bob, for one of the best hands on the team as your holder. Someone who has great nerves, calm. Connor puts it down. Luke with a really, really strong leg. He makes it 7 points for the Cougars, and there's nothing like scoring on defense.
Coach, as you talk about the holder, I don't know if you remember Jake McKellar.
Yes.
There wasn't a better holder at that position that I've seen since him.
Yeah, he did a great job. Yeah. We've had a lot of good athletes that were asked to hold, put pressure on them, and they got to catch the ball, get the ball down in timing fashion for the kicker, making sure everything works perfect. And also, you have to have a really good snapper. And the long snapper for the Cougars did a great job. Everything worked out well. But I got to tell you, Jim Belcher is going to dream about scoring on defense, because there's nothing like fighting under the lights, picking up a fumble, or intercepting a ball, running into that end zone. Jim Belcher gets 6 points for the Cougars, and Luke Russo makes it 7. Luke coming back out. I'm sorry, Bob.
Go ahead, Coach.
Luke coming back out for the kickoff. And we'll see our Cougars with our kickoff team. (31-7), 7:38 to go in the game. Luke looks over to the bench. Let's see what the Cougars elect to do. And they're going to do what we call a little squib. Harrisburg fields it, goes straight up the middle. And I'll tell you, I thought he was going, but somebody, it looks like, I'm not sure, but it looks like Kevin Guzman, who may have stopped it. Great job, because that young man was going. Looked like Granberry would field it. Great job by the Cougars to stop it. Because I tell you, Bob, going up the middle on the kickoff return can get dangerous when you hit a quick hitter like that.
Yep.
Harrisburg comes out, shotgun, big back in the backfield, 2 receivers on each side. New quarterback, keeps the ball, gets about 9, close to 10. Looks like the quarterback right now is Zakiah Lewis, 5'11", 178-pound junior quarterback. So it looks like Harrisburg is now going to rest Sean Lee for a little bit, rest their freshman. Again, a tough snap, comes down with it on short distance, and you're going to lose, because I do believe I see a number 9 in there stopping the play. And Coach Bookman and Coach Dio are going to be very proud of number 9 and talk to him doing films all week. Harrisburg looks to their bench. Clock is running, 31-7. 2 receivers on each side. Lewis stays in at quarterback, gets the snap, and he wants to throw the ball under pressure, and looks like the Cougars are going to have their quarterback sack, move it all the way back to make it 4th and 10, and we have Beltray, we have Maximo DeCano, and a great job by the Cougar defensive front. And I don't see Harrisburg's punt team coming out on the field. So it's 6 minutes to go. Up 31-7. What's Coach going to elect to do? Lewis is staying in. 2 receivers each side. Motion. Slide motion. Ball's in Lewis's hands. Takes off. And he's going to be sacked again by the Cougars. Great job with contain. You talk about contain all the time, Bob, and Trey Corchado certainly did that caused the sack.
Again, great pride on the defense. I mean, they could hang their heads. It's 31-7. I mean, but they're much better people than that, our kids. And outstanding effort on that series on defense.
Go ahead, Bob. I'm sorry.
Great job by our kids.
Absolutely. Maxwell O'Connell among them, in on that sack. And Bob, you're exactly right. Our Cougars' motors did not stop. They're so determined. And here comes number 14, Tyler Ruff, leading his offense out onto the field in a shotgun. 2 receivers each side. Back is offset to the left side. Tyler gets the snap. Good protection. Gets the ball, number 6, Connor Schmanning. Step arms the defender. Big play for about 11 or 12 yards. Connor Schmanning showing strength, speed, and athleticism. Get the ball in that young man's hands. Good things happen. Big, strong kid, Bob. Using the forearm. Got it.
Right.
I know Steve Schmanning, his father's got to love that.
Good job by Shimani. I'd have liked a quicker straight arm and use his speed to get out of there. But great job by Shimani. Again, we'll see Shimani in 2 years playing college football on Saturday afternoon on TV.
Standing at 6'3", 180. Great job. Ryan Matthews goes in a slide motion to go with maximum protection for Tyler Wolf. But that's what I would call a coverage sack. It did look like Trey Corchado may have broke loose down the middle of the field, or possibly Ryan Matthews. Ryan Matthews breaking down the middle of the field. Tyler Wolf could not find him. Under duress, Harrisburg gets the sack. 2nd down and 12. Tyler Wolf doing everything he possibly can to lead his team with some success on this drive. 42-yard line, trips to the right side, offset to the Cougar bench. Here comes pressure. Tyler Wolf looks down the middle of the field. An excellent pass, almost caught by number 2, Mitch Maston. Falls incomplete. Bob, gotta like what you saw there from Tyler.
Yep, that's what I love. Like our talented, skilled players against theirs. This is just to see who the better athlete is in the secondary against our receivers.
Tyler Wolf gets the call from Coach Bookman with the play clock down to 30 seconds. Plenty of time. We're going to do a single receiver with Connor Schmanning to the right. Offset trip side to the left. Tyler Wolf's going to look to the trip side. Hits Matthew Bookman out in the flats. Matthew breaks a tackle or two. Starts forcing himself. Great finish to the run. And maybe about 2 yards short, Bob. But again, Matthew Bookman showed his tenacity.
And good play calling by Coach Bookman. As you see, our kids keep working. You're not going to win the game. It's 31-7. But keep working, as you would say. The little victories, they're going to lead to big victories down the road. But just keep working. And that's what our kids are doing. Just keep working.
And that's a tribute to every single player on that Cougar sideline, as well as the coaching staff. 4th and 2. Even receivers, 2 to each side. Offset to the left. Tyler takes a snap. Under pressure, completes the pass. Now he goes down on one knee, so the play's going to stop. But I believe Masson's going to have the first down. Mitchell does a nice job adjusting to the ball. Tyler Wolf got a grip, quick release, and he wants to do nothing more than lead his team to an offensive score. As the Cougars with 7 points scoring on defense, 2 receivers to each side on this first down. Offset to the left. Tyler takes a snap, quick pass to Matt Casadas. Now, if it's behind the line of scrimmage, it's a fumble, but that was clearly forward for an incomplete pass. Cougar faithful sticking around, Bob. They want to see an offensive score. Cougars with 7 points. Did it on defense. And we're going to see if we can get our Cougars into the end zone from the 30-yard line. 2nd down and 10. 2 receivers to each side. Shotgun offset to the left side. Wolf looks, fakes, pumps, and he's going to have Connor Schmanning down to the 2-yard line on a stop and go, which means it's a pump fake. Connor has the athletic ability to make a double move, stop and go. And the only way that works, Bob, is if the offensive lineman gives the quarterback enough time. Defensive back having a tough time staying with Connor, who did the same thing last week before. Remember, it's Connor that got them down to the 2-yard line before the fumble. And let's see if good things are going to happen in this possession. First and goal from the 2. And I'm thinking number 1 may get the ball here. 2 backs in the backfield. Option. Wolf pitches it to number 1. Number 1, Matt Bookman is going to finish hard, pumping his legs, driving his legs, being determined to get positive yards, and he does exactly that. Now, it looked to me like that was a full option. I think Tyler may have had a shot there to run through that alley, but decided to pitch it. Yeah. Tyler Wolf, nice job rolling to his left, running a lead option. Pitches it as late as he could. May have had an alley. Decided to get the ball in one of their best athletes' hands. Matthew Bookman finishes strong. Nice job by both Tyler Wolf and Matthew Bookman. Second down and goal. 2 receivers each side. Wolf barking out the single slide motion by Matthews. And he looks to throw the ball into the end zone. And we're going to have interference on Connor Shamani. Now, Coach Bookman's upset about something, and I'm not sure what it is. And let's see what the call is going to be. So we're waiting for Earl Harris's call, and here comes the signal. Pass interference, defense. That's going to be a first down to about the 2-yard line. Connor Shamani, they're having a tough time staying with Connor's athleticism, size, and strength. It speaks volumes for Coach Bookman, who has all the faith in the world to throw the ball in the red zone with his young quarterback. And now we're going to go to a 3-back set in a pistol formation. Connor Shamani, single receiver to the right. And we're going to give the ball to Matt Bookman, who's caught in the backfield. Very quickly, second down. So Matthew Bookman was upfield quickly, but the defender for Harrisburg was equally as quick, makes a stop. Just 1 yard, Bob. We'll get an offensive score here. That's what the Cougars want to see. Clock is running inside the 1:15 mark. Second down, pistol formation. Option to Matthew Casadas, who's going to get perimeter. And he's in for the score. Great call. Great misdirection. Matthew Casadas, touchdown for the Cougars to make it 31-13 with 1:06 left in this game.
Great job by Casadas getting around the perimeter. That's all him. That's all athletic ability right there. Great job, Matthew.
Athletic ability, determination, speed, and a great formation and scheme with misdirection. Connor Shamani puts the ball down on a low snap, and Luke puts it up, makes it look easy, and there's nothing easy about it. 14 points for the Cougars, 31-14 with 1:06 to play.
You got to give our kids credit, Coach. There's no stopping them. They're all heart, and that comes with the family atmosphere where me and you started with Coach Matz. Nobody demonstrated family atmosphere more than he did, and yourself. His house was always open to people that were the underdog, that didn't have anything. His house was always open. Poor Emma fed everybody, and everybody even knew after graduation to go down Coach Matz's house. Door always open for people that were underdogs and that gave him no better happiness than see somebody, the underdog, that got better, and yourself demonstrated that as an educator, a coach, and an administrator, that your door was always open. And as you know, going back to football here, not everybody has family structure at home. And again, some people don't have parents, some people have one parent. But here, there's family structure, and you and Coach Matt always stressed family. And that's why some of these kids out here are on the team, because this might be the only place they have family structure. And that's the great thing about guys like you and Coach Matt being involved in the sport. Kids could see a phony from a block away. They really know when somebody cares about them, not only on the field, off of the field. And that's why these kids aren't stopping tonight, because they know Coach Bookman cares, the staff cares, and everybody up here in this stadium cares, and that's why they're hanging around, because they give the effort that the kids are giving tonight. And again, thank you, and I'm so proud of the kids tonight that they didn't get pushed around here like in game one.
Well said, Mr. Schnee. Well said. I'm sure the entire community appreciates your passion and love for our students. So a nice job by Luke Russo, who kicks an onside kick. Matthew Casares recovers, so the Cougars get the ball back at midfield, and they're not finished yet with 1 minute and 5 seconds to go. Matt Casares goes in motion. Tyler wants to go to center receiver side. He's going to go to Carter Shabani, who makes an adjustment. Nice defensive play at the last minute, ball underthrown. Carter Shabani had his man deep. Tyler underthrows it back to the back shoulder. And that's where you have to give everybody on that play credit, because there's a nice ball, nice route, nice adjustment to the route, and a nice play by the defender. 57 seconds left, second down and 10. And Bob, I just want to tell you that on behalf of this entire community, we appreciate your passion, your love for our community, your commitment to our community as a Luzerne County councilman, and I know there's no doubt you will always put the people in our community first.
We're the best, that's why.
And believe me, we all appreciate
it's
that.
An undeserved honor that I do represent those people in this area.
Carter Shamani runs a skinny post, completion down to the 29-yard line, and he's making a statement here tonight. Try to guard me. I'm going to be single receiver side. Do the best you can, folks, because here I come. He's challenging the entire secondary. Tyler Wolf with a nice pass to Connor Shamani for a first down. Tyler looking to his formation side, completes the pass to Matt Bookman, who's going to break to the outside, into the end zone. And what a great drive by the Cougars to come within 10 points if we make the point after to make it 31-21. And Coach Bookman's got to love every second of what's happening right now.
He loves every one of those kids for their effort, Coach.
No doubt, and they are finishing strong. Harrisburg on their heels. And for the Cougar to come within 10 points of this state-ranked team, this speaks volumes for our entire program. Carter puts the ball down. Luke kicks it through, hits the scoreboard, 31-21 with 34 and a half seconds to go to get the onside kick and score within a few plays. Speaks volumes for our offense and for our program. And you've been saying it all night, Bob, that there's no quit in this team, and they proved it. Jeff Burkowski, special teams coach, does a great job getting the ball back in our kids' hands. And what a great job this to go down and drive the field. So we're definitely improving on the stats. We're improving on seeing our students on film, and there's no doubt Coach Bookman will get some good film out on his athletes for college recruiting. And when you're going against the top teams in the state, that film becomes very, very valuable. So what do you think? Coach is going to try it again?
Yeah, I would.
34 and a half seconds ago, my guess is he's definitely going onside again. And Harrisburg's waiting for it with 6 men up close. Squibs it short, and I think Luke may have got his own kick. No, Harrisburg does recover it this time. But a heck of an effort. Luke Rousseau just creating excitement for the Cougars as they got the ball back. And talking about Matt Bookman's catch and run, he showed such heart, desire, athleticism to get that ball into the end zone and make it 31-21. Matt Bookman, again, is somebody you want to see touch the ball as much as possible throughout the game because he's going to make good things happen. So I'm going to assume here that we're going to see a victory formation, and Harrisburg should just kneel on the ball, bringing a big offensive lineman in. And you know what just happened, Bob, for the first time tonight? We actually had a quarterback under the center. It hasn't happened for either team all night. And as Lewis decides to kneel on the ball, the clock will run out, and we're going to have our final score of 31-21. But the true story here is no quit in the Cougar football team as they move on to go on the road for the first time next week. And they will play Berwick up in the Bulldog Stadium, and it should be exciting as they go on the road. So, Bob, we did see some good things tonight. There's no doubt, as advertised, Harrisburg coming here, a good football team. But tell me some things that you saw that were positive that you would tell your football team as you go into that locker room.
From week 1 to week 2, the improvement on the defense, especially in the first half, where you had swarming defense. As a linebacker on defense, former linebacker, you got to go in with the mentality. 11 people on defense. You want to make every tackle, no matter if you're over the guard, on the end, playing linebacker, secondary. On a run play, you want to be in on every tackle. And that was the mentality in the first half that we brought to the field tonight. And in the second half, not as much as the first half, but the second half, the first half of the game, we were flying around, where last week we were being pushed around. And that's, like you would say, coaching and what the character is of the kid.
Yes, and there's no doubt that's what Coach Booker will tell his team, that there was no quit in them. It was a team effort. They put one score defensively, 2 scores offensively, back-to-back scores within a minute. And that's something that he's going to talk about as far as success is concerned. He's going to talk about as we go into next week against Berwick, who was, last we saw was beating Crestwood. So the Cougars will go on the road for the first time, come back home the week after against Pittston, and then wrap up the first half of the season by going to Dallas. But the best part is the Cougars are going to feed off of some very positive plays at the end of the second half, especially within the last couple of minutes. Yeah, there was a defensive score we did give up on a tough pass by Tyler Wolf, but in the long run, Cougars hung in there and did everything they can. There's got to be a lot of positives.
Right, and the last positive, as a coach, you would know is you left everything out on the field, and that's what our kids did. That's what they did tonight. They left everything on the field. That's why nobody left here. None of the fans left, because they could see the kids left everything out here on the field. And that's all you could ask as a coach. Is the team better? Is Harrisburg better? Yes, they are. Did our kids leave everything on the field? They left everything for you.
And that's what football teaches you. So on behalf of our instructor, Christopher Kozlov, all of the students in Christopher Kozlov's class, broadcasting class at the Hazleton Area Career Center, they did everything here tonight. Students, give me a wave. You guys did great. We're so proud of you.
We'll stay on.
A student, we're going to give them a hand in the booth here. But everything you watch, when you watch this game on tape delay, know this: the students did it all along with their instructor, Christopher Kozlap. Students, good luck with school next week. Thank you for watching Cougar football, and we'll be back on the next home game. Like I said, they're going on the road versus Berwick, and then back home against Pittston. On behalf of everybody on Channel 99, good night, Bob. Thank you.
Good night, Coach. It was a pleasure again.
Thank you.